Welcome back to the Grim Workshop. Today we're going to be expanding on our PVC improvised survival bow that you can make with just a survival card. And we're going to up the ante a little bit. We're going to make a Magnum PVC bow. So using a stick of PVC pipe, a piece of paracord, and just your survival card, you're able to make a pretty decent improvised survival bow. And this is something you can pre-make. You can pre-make this for a kit. You can make this around the house if you're not an archer yet and you want to learn some skills. And I've really been exploring this lately, and it's kind of fun. Now, you can definitely make these better. You can add heat, and we'll probably get into that and form these. But for right now, this is about as basic as you're going to get. You're going to locate a pipe or have a pipe stashed at your location, make a couple quick cuts, and you've got a bow. And the range on these, I've got them from about 27, 28 pounds up into just under 50 pounds, depending on what you stack inside of this pipe. I've still got some variations that I wanted to do on the no heat improvised PVC bow, but I thought the cold weather would kind of get to us. So I actually wrapped a couple bows in duct tape, and I did that just to keep the bow from splintering. And I've been shooting them pretty much weekly in all types of weather, and I have not had a problem yet due to cold weather, so we're going to continue on this PVC series. All these bows so far has been made using a 60-inch piece of Schedule 40 3/4-inch PVC pipe. How are we going to make a Magnum PVC bow? We're going to be using 1-inch Schedule 40 PVC. Now, the original Magnum was a 357 Magnum, and the designer of that actually was a wine connoisseur. So to do that, they took a 38 special case and they just lengthened it. They made it larger. So he used the wine term of Magnum, and that was the first Magnum ever. So a Magnum PVC bow, no matter what the performance is going to be on this, is just going to be made using a larger pipe. Once I build it, I'll get the weight with no rods, but what's going to make this interesting is that I can fit more fiberglass rods into this and increase the weight. Now, if you haven't built one of these yet, go back to the previous video for the build. All I'm going to do is cut this 10-foot stick in half using a saw off the survival card. I'm going to cut notches in each end, and I'm going to string it with paracord. So here's the Magnum PVC bow. And this thing is freaking tight, man. And this is with no rods. And I'm telling you right now, this is more weight than I can pull back. I just am recovering from a shoulder problem, and I was unable to shoot for a whole year. I'm not real anxious to re-injure my shoulder. I'm going to clamp this bow up, and I'll draw it to my full draw length, and then we'll see what the weight is. So here's what we've got. I have my PVC bow locked in to my carving bench, and then that's attached to my anvil, and arrow to about the back of this log is going to be full draw. $67 pounds. Now, I've done this a couple times, and this Magnum bow seems to weigh in at around 69 pounds. Now, 69 pounds is a lot more bow than I can shoot right now. If I was 20 years younger, I would probably go make one of these up right after watching this video and go shoot it. And then when I get to be my age, I would wonder why my shoulders don't work right anymore. But this is kind of important because if all I had to work with was 1-inch PVC, I know I can't use that 60-inch number anymore. I would be able to make this bow longer, and that would give me a more reasonable draw weight. And if that 69-pound draw weight is not enough for you, this has got no rods in it, so you're going to be able to stack fiberglass rods in this, and I bet we could get this probably close to 100 pounds. So we've taken these PVC bows, we've tested them in cold weather. I've got them from just under 30 pounds to just under 70 pounds, and you can make all this with just a little bit of paracord and the tool that you normally carry in your wallet.